What the? Hello and welcome to What the Figure, where I review strange and unusual and plain-out crap toys and action figures that I have come across or seen or acquired in some manner. Today we'll be taking a look at the Marvel Deluxe Shapeshifters Punisher, Power Pistol Punisher. So this line in general is really worthy of ridicule in the first place, as it's just a bunch of Marvel characters that have terrible transformations into weird things. But this one in particular is worthy of the first episode of What the Figure. It's been ridiculed widely as being accidentally perverse for a particular reason that I will show you whenever we get into the review directly. Transforming figures that aren't actual Transformers are always very hit or miss. And this entire line is just worthy of being torn apart. And I feel like this series will probably contain a lot of transforming things. But this one, really, really bad. Let's go ahead and zoom in on it and look at all of its glory and its abilities. Alright, so here we have our Punisher. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. This is not a poor quality figure. It is made by Toy Biz, and it is fairly durable and well made in terms of just quality. In terms of everything else, there's nothing redeeming about it. Let's just take a quick look at his starting position here. As an action figure, he's not horrible. You can see he's got very nice glossy silver paint, which doesn't make any sense because he should be white, but either way, and black pretty much everywhere else. Detail-wise, not too terrible. He's actually sculpted fairly well. Like I said, Toy Biz, love Toy Biz, but not the most logical line. And his articulation's not actually half bad, although they're all very ugly points, like the elbow bending like that. They all have to bend in very unusual ways for the transformation-y bits. But he's got, like, joints in various places. So he's actually fairly posable just as an action figure. Of course, he's a bit bulky and won't really fit in with most things. But that's just the general look of him as an action figure. If you want to just take a quick look at his face, there it is. It's very angry. That's the face of someone who's about to be turned into a really crappy-looking pistol. Of course, he transforms. The first time I did this, I could not figure out what I was doing. The instructions were not clear enough for me, and I'm also not really familiar with transforming things. But I've gotten to where I can do it pretty quickly, so let's transform him. And there you have it, folks. That is the pistol that he turns into. Yeah, because that looks like a pistol. And Punisher has always been known for his ability to turn into a very crappy-looking pistol. Yeah. Because, yeah, there's not a whole lot to say. That just looks awful, doesn't it? It looks like someone has mangled Punisher and tried to turn him into some sort of mounted gun. It's very, very, very painful looking. Anyway, let's transform him back into his normal form and show the big thing about this figure. So you may have noticed he has a cannon for the barrel of the gun whenever he transforms. Bit of an issue of where the cannon comes out, so if you don't completely transform him, and it's very easy to get him into this position, he may come out looking something like this. Yeah. I have personally taken to calling him Penis Rocket Punisher, as that is just amazingly hilarious, and how whoever designed this did not notice that that was possible. I just don't know. Or possibly they did notice. Maybe they did it on purpose. If they did, I love them. But it's great. Just look at how silly that is. So, yeah, he has a very long penis-like structure coming out of him, which fires missiles. And I did not actually show the missile firing action whenever it was in the gun. Let's do that real quick. While we're on the missiles, he also comes with this cartridge, where you put the 4 missiles he comes with in it. And you have to push this thing up, and it fires the missiles out far better than the actual Punisher does. There is no actual way that I could possibly push those out of there without having them fly all over the room. So let me go find one of them and put them into his member. There we are. He is now loaded. And the actual trigger is here. And it's also in a ridiculously weird... It's on the barrel whenever he's in gun mode. Just like a real gun, the trigger is on the barrel, right? Yeah, but you have to push it, like, on the barrel, and it's weird. So, yeah, that is pretty much the extent of his appearance and everything of that nature. As I am doing this like a proper review, you can look at the packaging now. I actually rather like the design of the packaging here. It's got this recessed-in big blister card thing, and it's got the Shapeshifter's logo there, and Punisher and his little missiles will be displayed there. And actually, I like the way the packaging looks. It's very cool. I have here pictures on the side of how he transforms, and even in the picture here, you can see the gun coming out of his crotch. There are some paint discrepancies. He looks a bit more white on here than he is silver. And if you look down here on the cannon bit, the end of it is silver on the packaging, and it's red on the actual figure, which makes it even better. And also the little skulls that are on the side of the gun that you can hardly see are supposed to be painted white. If you flip it over on the back, you can see some of the other figures from this wave. They have Iron Man down here at the bottom that turns into an axe, because that makes sense. Spider-Man, Armor Spider-Man specifically, that turns into a horrible-looking spider, and Apocalypse that turns into a Gatling gun. He may actually possess the power to do that. But anyway, the packaging looks nice. That is something I can say. If you do actually want one of these, he would be good for displaying in package, or you can have him displayed out of package with his things, with his rocket things. So yeah. Alright, so that about wraps it up for our Power Pistol Punisher. If you know of any interesting and ridiculous or weird or just horrible toys that aren't too expensive, let me know about them, and maybe I'll consider doing a proper What the Figure of them. So until next time, goodbye! Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like and comment and subscribe and all those sorts of things if you enjoyed my video. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.